Perhaps the most serious challenge to the Federalist system and Hamilton's economic policies was over the excise tax on whiskey. Hamilton wanted to pass an excise tax for two reasons. One, there's a notion that he was trying to control the drinking habits, particularly those of the common man, the farmers. He was a fan of wine himself. But more importantly, he was trying to raise revenue for this new national government. The problem with the whiskey tax was that Western farmers typically turned their grain, which might spoil on the long journey to the East Coast. It took weeks to get it across the Appalachian Mountains. They would turn that grain into things like whiskey, right, which is easier to transport and it lasts a lot longer. So the Western farmers saw this as a threat to their way of life. Jefferson and Madison and the Democratic Republicans supported the Western farmers because the Western farmers supported them. The Western farmers were so angry about this whiskey tax, they actually started what's known as the Whiskey Rebellion. In Western Pennsylvania, a group of farmers got together and were causing problems, and they were rioting against this whiskey tax. Hamilton convinced George Washington that it was necessary to put this rebellion down. It is the first major challenge to the new national government, and it has echoes of Shays' Rebellion. And the Constitution was written so that there would be a military that could put down these local uprisings and to promote domestic tranquility. By the time he gets the military into Western Pennsylvania, the rebellion has largely evaporated. He found no rebellion. But this incident shows just the seriousness of the split between the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans. Both sides now are seeing the others as potential dangers. The Western farmers and the Democratic Republicans see the Federalists as leading a central government that could possibly become tyrannical, and the Federalists see the Democratic Republicans as trying to potentially overthrow or cause problems within the central government. There is a very serious split between the two constituencies of these parties.